Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inspired Building. And so as you can see, I am sitting on a beautiful bed. It's not my personal bed, but it is a bed. And I wanted to talk about the importance of rest, but not in the way that we may be thinking, and not so much about sleeping and taking long naps, which that is a good thing. It's always good to get some rest. But I'm talking about something different. What I want to challenge you guys to do is to really consider rest in the way of unplugging, and not just like staying away from your phone or computer for a couple of hours, but like for an extended period of time, for a day or two, maybe each month. And let me tell you what it did for me when I did this. About a number of years ago, I remember getting ready to go on vacation, and Christian was like so pumped and he was so excited. And he asked me, was I going to be working on it? And I was like, well, why would you ask that? He's like, well, because you always kind of work on vacation. And, you know, for as a mom who really prides herself on trying to be a good mom and also a good business person and all these different roles we play, I did not want him to associate me working and vacation at the same time. So I challenged myself to leave my laptop at home and to go on full-on vacation with my son. And I have to tell you, it was the best decision I made, but it was also a very challenging one, which told me that I needed to do that more often. The first day, not having my laptop, not checking in, not doing anything, not even checking in on social media, it was almost like going through withdrawals in a sense, because I was like, oh my God, what's happening, what's going on? And when I felt myself having those reactions, I knew then I needed to make unplugging much more part of my day-to-day life, if you will. And so when we got back from vacation, I was more rested. I felt like I was way more present as a mom. I felt better that I wasn't so plugged in. And not that I'm perfect in this area at all, which is why I'm sharing this with you guys today, because I'm still a work in progress with this. But let's consider resting, even if you do it one day a month, where you literally don't even check in on social media. You go do something fun with your loved one or friends or what have you, but you really and truly rest your mind from being so plugged in, rest your mind from having to work, rest your mind from all the different things that we constantly feel like we got to do, we got to work on, but really give yourself a real sense of rest. However you need to define that, give yourself that. That is one of the best gifts that you can do. And then over time, maybe increase it by a day or two. And every month that you know, there's going to be a couple of days that I'm going to give myself rest, true rest from being so plugged in, so on, so everything, okay? So I would actually love to hear down below some of your ideas on things that you do to give yourself a real sense of rest whenever you're unplugging and you just need to literally give your mind a moment to breathe, and more importantly, be connected to the people in your lives, whether it's your family or your friends. What is it that you do to keep yourself in a place of real, true rest? And before I close this out, let me share this, why I think this is a very big thing when it comes to building. Whenever you're building and you're constantly, whether it's personal or professional, if you're constantly in a place of going, and never giving yourself a space to really rest and disconnect, you can find yourself stressed out, frustrated, overwhelmed, and then your quality of what you're building can actually take a hit. The quality of the product you're creating, the product of the content you're writing, whatever the quality might be, can actually start becoming affected if you really and truly don't commit to real rest, in whether it's this month or just in the season that you're in. Commit to that so that your quality never gets affected, and more importantly, your well-being doesn't get affected. So thank you for joining us for another episode today, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to share about how you rest.